Hello friends, hope all of you are doing well. Welcome back to Mains Answer Writing Basics program being presented by Team India4IAS. This is Manjunath Mudhod. Today we are going to discuss about the answer approach to the day 3 polity question. So as we all know that polity comes under GS2 paper. As per the Mains Answer Writing Basics schedule, topic for day 3 is making of the Indian Constitution. So making of the Indian Constitution. So coming to the question, day 3 question, the question is what were the primary functions of the Constituent Assembly of India in drafting the Constitution? So this question is for 10 marks and the word limit is 150 words. So the question asks about the making of the Indian Constitution. This is primary functions of the Constitution Assembly in drafting the Constitution. So approach to the answer for the question that we have discussed is as follows. So we have to start the answer by writing the introduction. So what we can write introduction. So typical introduction can be the Constituent Assembly of India was formed to draft the Constitution of India, guiding the country's transition from British rule to an independent republic. So this can be a introduction, or else we can go for another alternative introductions like the Constitution Assembly of India has been formed by Britishers based on the cabinet mission, like that. So in the body part, the main content that we can write is we can address the main functions of the Constitution Assembly. So what were the main functions that are being done by Constitution Assembly at that time? So the first main function of the Constitution Assembly is drafting the Constitution. So drafting the Constitution means it involves the formulating the fundamental laws and principles that would govern the independent India. So this drafting, it is done by various committees and subcommittees. There were various committees and subcommittees which are being headed by different members of the Constituent Assembly. For example, the drafting committee, it was chaired by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Then the second function is debating and deliberating the proposals. It means that the members of the Constituent Assembly, they were engaged in extensive debates and discussions on various provisions and principles that were proposed in the draft Constitution of India. Then there were amendments. There were proposals and amendments that were thoroughly debated to ensure that there is a broad consensus and to address the concerns and suggestions from the different sections of society. Then the third function that is done by Constitution Assembly is incorporating feedback and diverse perspectives. So like public opinion. The Assembly, it considered the feedback from various stakeholders, including public submissions, expert opinions, and recommendations from state legislatures. Then, based on these feedback and deliberations, the draft was further revised. The draft constitution, it was further revised to reflect the diverse needs and aspirations of the Indian population. So this incorporating feedback and diverse perspective, it addresses the inclusivity principle. So it means all sections of society has been, the aspirations of the all sections of society has been taken care. So then there were various committees to address this inclusivity. For example, there are committees on fundamental rights, committees on minority rights, and provincial constitution committees were there. So these committees, they address the various feedbacks and diverse perspective from different sections of the society. So then the final function, the main function is approval and adoption of the constitution. So after detailed discussions and revisions, the final draft was approved by the Constituent Assembly on November 26, 1949. So then the another function of the constitution is adoption of the constitution. So apart from adopting the constitution, the Constitution Assembly also worked as a parliament and it adopted various laws and it provided administrative continuity from the British rule to Indian rule, from British rule to Indian rule. So then we should highlight the challenges that are faced by Constitution Assembly, like partition and communal riots, diverse opinions, that is handling diverse opinions, and time constraint, time and resource constraints to frame the constitution. This we can just mention, need not explain. So then last we should conclude the answer. So we can go for writing conclusion like highlighting the significance of the Constitution Assembly's role, like Constitutional Assembly was crucial in shaping the framework of India's governance and it ensuring that the Constitution addressed the socio-political realities of the time. Or else we can also write the legacy of the Constitution Assembly's work, like the work of the Assembly laid the foundation for a democratic and federal system of governance in India, so influencing the country's political and legal landscape. So, like that, we can choose any one of the alternative conclusions. So, the detailed approach of this discussion is available in the PDF handout, which you can download by joining our Telegram channel. Thank you for watching. See you in the day 4 answer approach discussion. Till then, happy answer writing.